Welcome to our breakdown of Dune. Prophecy Episode 5, an intense chapter where allegiances shift, secrets unravel, and the true motives of the enigmatic antagonist, Desmond Hart, come into sharper focus. This episode not only deepens the political intrigue, but also introduces pivotal characters and jaw-dropping revelations. Before we dive into the recap and ending explained, a quick spoiler alert. If you haven't watched Episode 5 yet, you might want to catch up first. Let's get started. Episode 5 begins at Emperor Javico Carino's castle on Seleucus Secundus, where the political tension is palpable. Fresh from his triumphant display at the Landsraad, the emperor returns emboldened by his growing power and the influence of Desmond Hart. Javico announces the creation of a new tactical regiment to counter insurgent threats, appointing Desmond as its Bashar. This promotion consolidates Desmond's position, making him more formidable than ever. Amid this celebration, a new arrival shakes things up. Francesca, a truthsayer, steps into the palace. Her presence is surprising, given the emperor's previous ban on the sisterhood. However, her history with Javico, as a former lover and the mother of his son Constantine, grants her an undeniable foothold. Francesca's unexpected arrival is shrouded in mystery. She claims to have come after receiving a message from Constantine, though he denies sending it. Instead, Francesca learns it was Valia, her childhood ally, who summoned her under false pretenses to enlist her help in saving the sisterhood. Valia's strategy becomes clear. Francesca's influence could sway the emperor, re-establishing the sisterhood's standing within the Imperium. Francesca initially doubts this plan, given Desmond's dominance over Javico, but Valia reveals a calculated distraction for Desmond to execute her scheme. Francesca begins by reconnecting with Constantine, her estranged son. Their strained relationship underscores the emotional stakes. Constantine's deep-seated desire for his father's approval leads him to side with Javico, even against his stepsister Inez's earlier efforts to expose the emperor's corruption. Francesca convinces Constantine that his role is pivotal. He must protect Inez and prepare for leadership. Next, Francesca approaches Javico himself. Their history allows her to manipulate the emperor subtly. Although she initially resists his advances, she later uses intimacy as a means to influence his decisions. By the end of the episode, Francesca secures a significant victory. Constantine is named the new leader of the fleet heading to Arrakis, marking a major power shift. Conflict within the Carino family. This development does not sit well with Empress Natalia. Already resentful of Constantine, Natalia sees his promotion as a threat to her daughter Inez's claim to the throne. Seeking leverage, she aligns herself with Desmond Hart, deepening the fissures within the Carino family. This betrayal by Natalia sets the stage for a high-stakes power struggle. The sisterhood's plan is clear: capitalize on this divide to regain their influence. The Desmond Hart distraction. Meanwhile, Valia orchestrates a diversion to keep Desmond occupied. Using her nephew Harrow, she feeds Desmond information linking unlawful spice shipments to terrorist funding. This leads Desmond to a bar on Seleucus Secundus run by Michaela, a secret truthsayer from Arrakis. However, this encounter doesn't go as Desmond expects. Kieran Atreides, another key player, warns Michaela of Desmond's approach. Together, they booby-trap the bar with explosives, aiming to eliminate Desmond and his forces.
But things go awry.
As Desmond searches the premises, Kieran and Michaela are forced into a violent confrontation, barely escaping before the bar explodes. Desmond, however, survives, shielded by a mysterious power linked to his rings. His escape underscores his resilience and hints at the depth of his abilities. The aftermath is devastating for Michaela. Her bar is destroyed, and her identity as a truthsayer is exposed. She also loses Kieran as an ally when he discovers her affiliation with the Sisterhood, a group he despises. This marks a turning point for Michaela, who feels betrayed by the Sisterhood's self-serving tactics. Back on Wallach 9, the Sisterhood uncovers crucial information about Desmond Hart. Reverend Mother Tula tasks Jen, a young acolyte immune to sandworm nightmares, with safeguarding Lila, who is revealed to be possessed by the spirit of Raquella Berto-Anaral, an ancient sisterhood leader. Raquella's expertise helps uncover a shocking truth. Sister Kasha's murder involved ancient technology from the war between man and machines. Valia sends DNA samples of Desmond to the Sisterhood's genetic archive, leading to a groundbreaking revelation. Desmond's lineage combines Harkonnen and Atreides blood, making him a product of the Imperium's two most powerful rival families. This hybrid heritage explains his immense powers and deep hatred for the Sisterhood. Desmond's vendetta stems from personal trauma tied to his origins. It's heavily implied that Tula's manipulations in her youth, including her affair with Ori Atreides, played a role in his conception. Desmond's mission to destroy the Sisterhood is fueled by a desire to dismantle the structures that allowed his existence and suffering. As Desmond survives Michaela's assassination attempt, Constantine discovers incriminating evidence linking Kieran Atreides to terrorist activities. In a decisive move, Constantine hands this information to Javico, solidifying his loyalty to the Emperor. This act cements Constantine's rise, as Javico rewards him with the prestigious role of fleet leader. The episode concludes with tensions at an all-time high. The Carino family is fractured, with Natalia and Inez aligning with Desmond, while Javico leans toward Francesca and the Sisterhood. Meanwhile, Michaela's disillusionment and Desmond's newfound resolve set the stage for explosive confrontations.